Entertainment. I am your host, B. It feels great to be here at Hookah Lounge. You guys, be sure to check out Express Hookah Lounge, which is located in Hollywood, Florida, you guys. Show them some love. Listen, we have Donlex in the building. He is a Haitian Afrobeat artist, and when I tell you, he brings it when he comes on the airwaves, you guys. Be sure to check us out on the web. We're located at www.sync2sync.tv.com. Also, our Twitter and Instagram handles are Sync2SyncTV. I'm your girl, B. You can find me at BLongChamp on Instagram. Stick and stay. We'll be right back.
Wagwan everybody, you don't know, so it's your girl Nyanda, aka Naya Fire, and right about now you are checking out Sanks to Sank, so keep the thing locked.
Bigging up Sing So Sing.
This is the hottest show in the world right now.
Même les où on tord, c'est moi-même qui mando pardon.
Bye bye, au revoir. Va, va, va.
Elephant Man represent
5 sur 5 TV.
They gave me nothing.
Okay, so, itching already. One of the signs.
I'm telling you, I was amazed when some of the things you were saying.
I'm a shorty that's deep in love. Makes me believe.
Woo, child, we talking about 2001, 2002.
I'ma show them otherwise. Man, I do me.
Has anyone seen that movie?
I'm pleasing him in music. I'm happy to be here.
I know you are.
Together we rule the world.
When I make music, I don't make it for me.
I always sing 1 or 2 songs as a drummer.
And excited to chop it up with Donlex.
Hey, what's up? How's it going?
Everything is irie. Everything is good. I'm feeling a little festive because we were on pins and needles for a lot of days in this great country of the U.S. of A. I cannot imagine why. But, you know, nevertheless, things happen the way they happen, right?
Right.
It's great for you to be on the show.
Well, thank you for having me.
It's always a pleasure. You're always welcome. We always say I can't say pop that cherry, but yeah, we're rolling out the carpet, and after that, you're always welcome back in, you know what I mean?
Appreciate that.
Yeah, so, Mr. Diablo, before we even get into that, Haitian Afrobeat.
Yes.
What, propelled you to get into that genre?
Well, first of all, I'm a producer. I'm an artist producer. I studied in Haiti. I used to make rap Creole. But then again, I figured I like the Afrobeat vibe better because of my roots and everything, And I started making like Afrobeats and actually like the fact that it gets so much, I would say, love from all around the world. Like, it's not only in Haiti or in Africa, you know what I'm saying? Right. So it's like a very commercial. It's starting to become more commercial.
It is.
So I kind of adapted with the genre and the vibe, and I started making Afrobeats, and now I can't stop. I like it, Yeah. This is part of me now.
It's eclectic and wait, I want to rewind. So you studied in Haiti. I would just want to reiterate.
Yes, I was raised in Haiti. I went to school in New York, University in New York. Okay. And I started working there, and then I moved to Miami. Okay. For music. Also. Okay. But yeah, I did study in Haiti.
Nice. I wanted to put that out there because oftentimes when we think about education, we think about, you know, making it big. We sometimes dismiss our gym in Haiti for whatever reason, but I just wanted to reiterate that you did study in Haiti.
Yes.
Okay, so you wanted to get into this genre because of, I guess, being able to reach more of, you know, more people, more population, right? And how is it, because I know in the Afro beats, the beauty of it is that it does hit various cultures because Africa is essentially the beginning, right? The motherland.
Right.
So I do see a lot of the music very, so you're the producer, so you're well versed in this area, right? A lot of the like backbeats you can kind of hear.
The drums.
Yes.
You know, it's you know, it starts really with the beat. Once you have the beat, then whatever you want to say on it, the lyrics, the whatever language you want to, you know, do the song, you know, what doesn't matter really. It's just a vibe.
Listen, we know.
It gets people going and
Right.
you want to dance, and you know that's the beat.
Is we know there's a lot of music out there that's totally basura, right? Trash. But that beat, right? That beat just propels you,
Yeah.
it captivates you, and it draws you in. And you don't even care, like you said, you don't even care what the lyrics say. It's like, oh, but it has a catchy beat. And then when you sit
is
back
a
and
beat.
listen to it, you're like, wait, oh, I don't believe in that. But
Exactly.
the beat was awesome, right?
Exactly, yeah.
So producing, how is it that, I guess it makes it a little easier, right? To transition from producing to actually coming and being an artist in itself, right?
Well, the thing is, I was only making beats for a lot of artists, like, you know, in Haiti. But then again, I realized they weren't doing what I wanted to do or going in the direction where I really wanted to take my music to, you know. So that's when I started doing it myself, you know, and started promoting it in different market and see where it goes from there, you know. That's really why I started doing it myself.
Got you. Is there a big market to produce? I know this might sound ignorant, but I really want to know, seriously, is there a big market to like sell beats in Haiti? How is that?
It is.
Because I know like the music industry is not so vast. Like how
Well, there is a market.
Right.
I mean, there is a market for everything.
Right.
But when I first started, it was only my friends. You know, I would give my beats. I never actually sell beats like that.
okay.
Because if I believe in the artist, if I like you, if I think you have a good future, you know, like in music at least, I would give it to you for free. So that's how I started like producing for a lot of artists, you know, and selling. I'm not sure how that works really,
Okay.
but I know for sure now there's a lot of producers in Haiti that are, like they have big names and but for example, I know Tioncito, he does Carnaval,
Right.
and this is his thing, and I know for sure like that's his market.
Right.
Afrobeats, I'm not sure exactly. I have a few producers that I work with in Haiti. They sell beats online, and they have a platform like on Instagram. They put their beats on YouTube where people
Okay.
can actually list the beat and buy the beat. Yeah, there's a market for that too. But personally, I never had to really sell
Go
a
that
beat
route.
like that.
Okay.
No.
Okay. All right. So technology obviously has opened the doors for a lot of, I guess, the market for the
Correct.
to selling. Okay.
Correct.
So you have Mr. Diablo. Listen, I was like, okay, let me listen to this track, Mr. Diablo, and you know, me, I'm like, okay, the devil. And then when I sat down and listened to the lyrics, I was like, they got you, huh? They got you. Did you write the lyrics?
Yes, I did.
Nice.
Yes, I did.
Listen, I always show up. I mean, I'm not saying that I mind when people write lyrics for others, but it just comes out so much differently when the artist actually writes the lyrics, because it's like, I don't know, you're the vessel and you're the one that, you know, is performing it or presenting it to the audience. So it just comes out, it's just, I don't know, it comes out more authentic, right?
Right.
So what made you come up with Mr. Diablo? Experience?
Well, yeah, I can say some part of it, yes.
Listen, because I know the lyrics now. I'm gonna be like, now everybody's gonna go back and rewind and go listen to every lyric and say,
I know.
every line.
But you know, I wanted to have a track where a lot of people can actually relate to,
Uh-huh.
and relationship is a big one.
It is.
So, you know, but also I didn't want to just write about the typical I love you, you don't love me, you know, type of song.
Right.
So it was more like what's going on really, or the men's side.
It
how
is the
how
men's
men
perspective.
actually, yeah, because But the thing is, like, she's calling me Mr. Diablo, saying I do all these things, but at the end of the day, she's the one. She doesn't want to leave me alone. She keeps coming back. She keeps doing things. Leave me, let me live, like, live my life now.
Huh?
Yeah, quitte me vivre.
But
like, it's done and over. Like, I'm done with you, but you keep coming back, and you're the crazy one now.
Because of the soul tie,
And
though.
the thing is, you did the things to me. You know, you did these things that made me do what I'm doing now. You know, that's
So
the
it's her
vibe
fault?
that I was
It's kinda
going
her
for.
fault?
Yes, it is her fault, you know. But then again,
I think it's more the soul ties too, though. Like, you know,
yeah.
there's certain areas, like if you get involved, you know what? We gotta hold that. We gotta hold that.
how I
thought.
got you just
We
now.
gotta hold that thought. 6 to 6 TV. We'll be right back.
Healthcare workers and nurses are in high demand. Take your first step toward a medical career today at Ideal Professional Institute in Miami Gardens. With multiple programs available, you can become a patient care technician in just 9 months, a home health aide in under 1 month, an LPN in just a year. Ideal Professional Institute is licensed by the state of Florida, so register now. Call 305-653-7886.
I'm your host, B. We're chopping it up with Donlex. So we're talking about Mr. Diablo, right? And then we went on a quick break because what I was referencing before we went on the break was soul ties. Do you believe in soul ties? Do you believe in, for example, when you are involved with someone, there's a connection that you may not see, but emotionally or spiritually, that connection is there. So in the case of I might be going a little deep in your song, in the case of your song, maybe she probably wants to leave too, but because of that soul connection, that soul tie, it's like, oh my gosh, I don't know why, but I keep coming back.
But you know what I think? If there is a connection, right? Mm-hmm. It has to be mutual.
Yeah.
If that connection stops, there's no more connection.
Oh.
It's a one-way street now. Like, you know, I can't be looking back.
You're right.
So, at some point there was a connection, but it stopped.
Okay.
Someone somehow disconnected that, you know.
Déplugué. Yes.
So.
Yes. So it's no longer there.
No.
I love the track. The
Thank
beat
you.
is catchy.
Thank you.
I love the lyrics. I was
Thank
like,
you.
okay, and I do appreciate the different perspective, because you're right. Most of the time we get the woman's perspective, you know, but this time we're able to get the male's perspective, which is, I appreciate it. You know, we like to hear your side of things too. You know. All right, we're moving on to what is it? In my head.
In my head, yes.
In my head.
Yes.
That's another one. All right, so in my head, tell me why you went towards in my head.
First of all,
And did you write that one?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. First of all, I want to shout out the other artist, LV.
Yes, she did her thing.
She's very dope. She's dope. She's a dope artist.
And there was chemistry between you guys on the camera.
Yeah.
I like that.
And the way we recorded it too. Like, first of all, that song, I don't know if you know the beat. It's from it's a sample.
Right.
Then they ended up using the beat for Rotimi's song In My Bed.
Yes.
So when I heard it, I was like, yeah, I like In My Bed, but like for me, I think it's more in my head, you know.
Yes.
So, and then we talked about it, LV and I, and then we were just coming, like we went to the studio and just vibing, and we just ended up doing a track. Like everything, it was like a synergy, you know.
Right.
Everything happens.
You can tell.
And it was dope. It was a dope vibe, and we were like, we gotta shoot a video for this. You know, we ended up shooting the video.
How long was the video process?
Not long at all.
Because of the synchronization, you guys were so much in sync.
Yeah. It was, we were vibing, and then it just happened.
I want to go back to the video, Mr. Diablo.
Yes.
The Mr. Diablo video, did you have a say in what take part, or you just let the director have their artistic, way with it?
I did have a say, but the director, it was a whole team. And I want to give them a shout out too. You have Tomas, you have Mr. Kevin. They did a great job. You have V. The whole team was good. You have my stylist. I love her so much, Doreen. And it was a whole team effort.
There's a part in that video, like back when I was a little kid. I would pay attention to details, and there's a part in the video where it's almost like there's going to be a transition of the next person, like a next character in the video, and then it flips back to your face. It is so dope. I know everybody like, what is she talking about? But like, I pay attention to those details. It was so well done and executed. That's why I asked you, did you have a say in the video?
Right.
It kind of looks like, I would say the vibe is like almost like a person is not too intoxicated, but there's like a sense of euphoria. Well, that's what I gathered with it. That's what I gathered from it, like a sense of euphoria. And it's like it's transitioning to the next person, but it didn't go all the way through. And it came back to, it was so dope. I know everyone's like, what is she talking about? But no, it was really dope. I'm like really big on like little details like that.
Yes.
And the song that In My Head, so your take on that was what? What was your take on it again? Why In My Head?
Because, well, like I said, first of all, I have to say the original song was literally stuck in my head.
Yeah.
It was stuck in my head. The beat was stuck in my head.
I'm not gonna lie. When I hear it, I automatically sing it.
You know?
In my bed, I automatically go there.
Exactly. But to me, I didn't want to just say in my bed.
Right.
And then because everything else was just really in my head, and there was a lot going on in my head, and the things I would want to do, or even for the track, it was more like relationship. Again, I was trying to have a track that people can relate to.
She killed it too.
It was a back and forth thing.
We're not gonna talk about that part.
She was in my head.
Right.
I was
so you thought
thinking
more
about
of
her
it than what it actually was.
And
right?
I want her in my bed, but she doesn't want me because she's done with me.
Right.
It's just like the connection, going back to the connection, you know.
She cut you off.
So she cut me off.
Thanks for saying we don't mean to cut you off. We have some bills to pay. Remember, if you want more information about us, please log on to www.thankstosynctv.com. We'll be right back.
Bigging up Sing So Sing.
This is the hottest show in the world right now.
Même les où on tort, c'est moi-même qui demande pardon.
Bye bye, au revoir. Va, va, va.
Elephant Man represent
5 sur 5 TV.
They gave me nothing.
Okay, so, itching already. One of the signs.
I'm telling you, I was amazed when some of the things you were saying.
I'm a shorty that's deep in love. Makes me believe. Woo, child, we talking about 2001, 2002.
I'ma show them otherwise. Man, I do me.
Has anyone seen that booty?
I'm pleasing him in music.
I'm happy to be here. I know you are.
Together we rule the world.
When I make music, I don't make it for me. I always sing 1 or 2 songs as a drummer.
B. We are back with the Donlex. I'll put the D in front of it because I feel like it's the Don Dada, you know, above it all. They tell me don't put D in front of it. My apologies, but that just make...
No, it sounds dope, actually.
Yes, the Donlex, you know, the one and only. So we're talking about your music. Who inspired you to start in this industry? Because this is a difficult industry to break into, especially being if you want to stick in the Haitian domain. But I see that you are venturing out, so maybe you have a little leeway, right?
Well, first of all, I have to say that I always tell people that music inspires me. It's not, you know, a thing or no. It's music, a sound, and I get inspired by sound, by what I hear. For example, another artist can inspire me like with his music, or any music around the world. I listen. By the way, I can go from rap to like, I don't know, to compa, to whatever. Right. Like, I listen to everything. No, different type of country, South Africa. Awesome. I listen to everything. Awesome. And that's where I get my inspiration from.
I feel like music is like that, though. It's a universal language.
It's music.
Like, even
music
if you don't understand the language, for some reason, you can feel like, I don't know, it evokes some sort of sentiments or emotions within. That's the beauty. Well, for me, that's the beauty of music. And it always leaves that lasting impression. The person could be gone, you know, years and years. It's like art. Right. And it still resonates. Right. Like, the person could be gone, but their work live on. Yep, that is true. So music, you're inspired by music.
Yes, right. That's my biggest inspiration. Yeah. So then I have to say women, too. Women? Yeah. Most of my songs are about women.
I noticed the trend. I noticed.
I really did.
That's a good thing, though. That's a good thing. Yeah. How your mom feel about it?
I'm sure she's proud. Because
nice.
I never talk badly about any women.
You don't. You don't. Speaking of not speaking badly of any women, do you feel like music or your platform should be utilized to, I don't know, galvanize the masses or evoke change or speak on what's going on around you? Sadly, I wanted to bring up the situation that occurred in Haiti with the young lady who was kidnapped and tortured and then killed. Right. Do you feel like as an artist, it's one of your duties to speak on or highlight the atrocities that are going around in our community?
I think in general, as an artist, you have a platform, you have that your music is your voice. I think I'm not telling any artist to go and make every song about, like, you know, justice, whatever, but at some point you're gonna wanna, or for example, me, I have a few songs that speak about like a lot of things that's going on in Haiti or in the world, you know. I put out messages in my song, but you're not gonna find that in every song now, you know. Right. But still, this is my voice, and I've been doing that through my music.
Speaking of been doing that through your music, how do you feel about people who are utilizing certain, like the situation that I mentioned? I want to say her name was Evelyn Sincere, right?
Yes.
I want to say her name. Certain situations, for example, Evelyn Sincere's devastating death. A lot of people are saying that she's being utilized as a platform for publicity. What's your take on that? Like, a lot of artists, bloggers, music artists, and various entertainers are using this as a moment to not really be authentic and showcasing what happened to her. It's almost like, okay, spotlight, now I can utilize this to get maybe more followers or maybe, you know, more fans.
You see, it's a maybe.
Yeah, you're right.
It's a maybe. They don't know that.
You're
like,
right.
You don't, if I, you know, post it, I'm not expecting to gain followers from that, and it's a maybe. Right. But I'm still doing it.
Right.
Because people need to know what's going on. And I think, you know, they posted, but I don't think they know if they're gonna find who was buying it or how. They just posting it because people need to know what's going on, and it's not fair. And they're showing their support to the family, or you know. Right.
As long as it's done for the right reason and it's done from the heart, right?
I can't see the wrong reasons. I don't see it. I don't see the wrong reason. Like I think it's all for the right reasons.
Okay.
Regardless of how you put it.
Okay.
I mean, perspective is everything, but
it
like,
is.
You know, I don't see how.
I can see how it could be wrong. Like, if it's not genuine, if it's not in a sense where you truly care to be the change, then in that sense, then I feel like.
But only the person would know.
You're right. You're right.
So We don't know. We
You're
will
right.
never know.
So you're saying that as long as there's some sort of traction that's being made by it and it's being presented to the masses, why not?
That's it.
Gotcha.
You know?
We're here with Donlex, you guys, here at Sync to Sync TV. I know that was kind of a little somber, the part of our discussion, but we'll be back all the way live here on Sync to Sync TV at Express Hookah Lounge. We'll be right back. Thanks for saying, family. We are back here with the Donlex. It's really Donlex. I put D in front of it. Donlex Tagavet.
Was it Nula?
Listen, you know, my Creole is a little trash on camera for some strange reason.
Come on now.
But we'll speak a little Kringlish every now and then. So I was talking about, you know, your background in producing, and I always wanted to know, like, do you guys sit and hear different sounds just out of nowhere? Like, you can be out to dinner, or you're somewhere, you know, and then all of a sudden you hearing a sound like, we just hear rain, but you're like, no, this can go behind this beat.
It happens all the time.
Yeah.
That's how I started making beats to begin with. I was in school, like, you know, beatboxing or making like tambour with the desk and everything. Actually, on my phone, the voice memo thing, it's filled with like me singing or doing sounds or listening, like recording sounds, so that way I can come home and sample whatever it is and put it on a beat.
I love it.
I actually have one of the videos on my Instagram. I made a beat with just like things that were around me.
Okay.
It was a challenge, but like, you know, producing challenge.
I love it.
But yeah, we do that.
So yeah, you have like another sense. It's like a gifted aspect of you. When
I do think that artists are, you know, it's like, I always say that, but I believe it too. We have like superpowers.
It's true.
I just can't. I don't know how to explain that, but I think this is what it is.
I honestly agree, and I noticed too a lot of artists. It doesn't even matter what realm, right? They're usually the nerds in school, but they kind of try to camouflage it as if they're not, but they are highly intelligent.
Yeah.
Oftentimes, artists are super intelligent in what they do. You know, if they want to be an in crowd, if they want to stay popular, you know, they tend to try to dim their light, but they're super intelligent. Like, I remember watching Ray Charles, and his mom was amazing, by the way, but she never allowed him being blind to be an excuse. And then when he broke down how he's able to really hone into sound, I was like, oh my God, that is amazing.
Yeah.
So I know that that's a part of the producing realm, right?
Yeah, and some things you can't explain. Like, you know, I don't know how I started, like, you know, when this happened. I wasn't born like that, or I just ended up growing up making beats.
Yeah.
It just happened. Like, my parents, they're like, oh, what's happening? What is this toy now? Like, you know, and they just started producing out of nowhere. I don't know.
So stop telling your children, I say fair, we like I right?
Yeah, you just don't know.
There you go. Stop telling your children, I say fair, we like I Fais mes têtes, on fait mes oreilles, bums oreilles, man. What they say, bums oreilles, man. All that good
I'll
stuff,
believe
right?
you.
Yes, yes, because it is the art is and that's another thing I want to hit on. How our people, let's talk about that. How our people, a lot of times, we've made progress. We have come a long way, I must admit. But a lot of times in parenting, there's no book in parenting, so kind of we don't know. We just go with the flow with parenting. But what advice can you give to a parent who has a child who is into art and they just don't get it? What advice? Speak to the masses, because we have a lot of people, a lot of our gifted kids who are truly gifted and they're silenced by their parents because, you know, their parents, unfortunately, and it's not their fault, they just don't know because that wasn't introduced to them.
Right.
What advice can you, do you have kids?
I do.
Oh,
I have a son, yes.
Okay, so you can
3
speak on
months,
this.
yes.
Oh, congrats.
Thank you,
You're new to this.
Yes.
You're new to this, so you're
But,
getting to
you know,
wake up and
as a
feed
parent,
the baby and all that. Yes, 3 months. Congratulations.
Yes, thank you. I think all parents should be supportive. Very supportive. And the thing is, for me, for example, they never told me not to do music.
Nice.
Because everything else was going great for me. Like, as far as school, I took it very
So you had a
seriously.
good balance.
It was a balance. Everything in life is a balance,
Yeah.
you know. And actually, I want to, this is my advice to any young artist, actually, because I think that's more important. Because regardless of what the parents would say, if the kid wants to do it,
they're gonna do it.
He's gonna do it.
Yeah.
But as the artist, as a young artist, I have to tell them, you have to have a backup plan for sure.
Ah, okay.
If it happens, it happens. Or like, if that becomes your source of income, yes, it's fine. But you need that backup plan. I don't know what you do, if it's schooling or whatever it is that's working for you. You need a backup plan that's bringing in money. Because
what was your backup plan?
I went to school. I went to college for 8 years. I'm a respiratory therapist.
I
have a public health degree.
There you go.
But
there you go.
This is what's bringing in money.
Yeah.
And I don't need to ask for sponsorship because I have the money to
You're your own
do
sponsor,
it.
Yeah.
But then again, sponsors they like that too.
Yes, they do.
You know,
Yeah, well, yeah,
if you're a whole face of like a company, then who are you?
You can generate
like,
more money for them
can,
as well.
can.
Yes.
And
Speaking
it's
of
all
money,
balance.
we gotta pay some bills. Sinks to Sink. Please, if you want more information about us, advertising dollars. We are on various platforms, and we're not just Sinks to Sink show. We're a whole production team. Feel free to log on to www.sinkstosinktv.com. We'll be right back.
Bigging up Sing So Sing.
This is the hottest show in the world right now.
Même les où on torse, c'est moi-même qui demande pardon.
Bye bye, au revoir.
Va, va, va.
Elephant Man represent.
5 sur 5 TV.
They gave me nothing.
Okay, so, itching already. One of the signs.
I'm telling you, I was amazed when some of the things you were saying.
I'm a shorty that's deep in love. Makes me believe. Woo, child, we talking about 2001, 2002.
I'ma show them otherwise. Man, I do me.
Has anyone seen that booty?
I'm pleasing him in music. I'm happy to be here.
I know you are.
Together we rule the world.
When I make music, I don't make it for me. I always sing 1 or 2 songs as a drummer.
Sinks to Sink family, we are back. We're speaking with Donlex. I dropped the Donlex. All right, so we were talking about having a backup plan, which is something that a lot of people don't even talk about, the reality of having a backup plan.
Right.
They usually say a backup plan is basically saying that there's in a way that you're not going to make it.
So you're not focused on the first one?
Yeah.
No,
No, you're like, no.
To me, it doesn't work that way because I don't see it that way. Let me say that. Because if for sure you want that first plan, you're gonna do whatever it takes to get to that first plan. So if your backup plan helps you to get to the first, then it's still it's still the first one you're working on.
Gotcha.
You get it?
Yes.
So the backup plan is not really it is a backup plan. This is what it is.
However,
because time is not waiting for us.
Yes.
But however, it's still pushing you to get to your goal. You know.
Gotcha.
You know.
So respiratory therapy.
Yes.
Ooh, with this whole pandemic going on, how has that been like?
It's been a lot of work.
Oh, and thank you for your service. How can I not say that? Thank you very much for your service, because here I am. I must admit, I'm not even going to be a hypocrite right now. I'm with my little mask on. I'm like, I can't even put on lip gloss. I'm like, oh my God, I can't even breathe. Like I came in here and I'm like, okay, everyone have on their mask. Okay, I can take mine off, you know.
Yeah.
And we are social distancing. But how is it the day-to-day process? I know it's strenuous. How's that been like for you and your family?
Oh yeah, it was very hard, especially we're expecting.
Mm-hmm.
But I have to say that I work for Baptist.
Okay.
And we've been pretty good.
Nice.
As far as BPEs. At first it was kind of like hectic.
Right.
But I think they got it. And as far as home, we had our section.
Yes.
So I had a section to.
So you kept that you guys
everything dirty. I leave them in that section, or but we did pretty good as far as that. But
so the baby hasn't been out or anything, right?
No.
And on top of that, you're Caribbean. We already don't have the baby out anyway. We're like, no, the baby can't come out. They're gonna get sick. On top of this pandemic, it's gonna be a while. Wow. Thank you so much for your service. So,
first, no problem.
What do you have planned for the future? Up and coming events?
Actually, right now, with the pandemic, so now I don't know what's happening. But I'll keep you guys posted for sure. You guys should check my Instagram, my social media, my Twitter, Donlex Official. I'm working on a website, Donlex Official. It should be up soon. And I'll let you guys know, about what's happening.
So, really quick. So, Donlex, what I wanted to mention real quick. So, you have this platform and you're an artist and then you're a family man too.
Yes, I am.
And you're balancing it all.
Yes.
Shine some light on that, because oftentimes, especially young men, okay, do I generalize? No, I'm not going to generalize. Let me be professional and not generalize. But oftentimes, most of the time, we see that there's a divide, right? Where there's the family life is completely separate, or there's this image that's portrayed where I don't want to talk about my family. I don't want, for you to even mention that you have a 3-month-old at home, that's pretty amazing, because most of the time when artists come here, they don't want any of that mentioned because of the image that they're trying to portray.
Right.
What do you say about that?
Well, that's their choice.
Right. And why do you choose to mention
exactly. But to me, I do keep my life private when I need to. But I'm also very proud of who I am and who I've I have a happy family. I'm happy at home, so I don't mind sharing that.
Nice.
So, but also I think it motivates me,
Love it.
And the fact that I have a son, I know for sure he's gonna be looking up, to me. But but I keep it private when I need to, for sure, because it's very important to keep it private.
Like you mentioned before, the whole balance. Yes, especially being.
Because they use that. Some people will use that against you to harm you, to harm your career, to harm your family, and
you're right.
We don't want that.
You're right. You're right.
So.
You're right. All right. Where do we contact you for more information?
So check me out on Instagram, Twitter, Donlex Official, and I'm working on the website, Donlex Official.
And that's Lex with one X.
Just one X.
Donlex with one X. That's TONLEX. There you go. There you have it. It's been a pleasure. We're going to close in just a moment, you guys. It's been a pleasure chopping it up with you and
Thank you
finding
for having me
about your
again.
background, what inspires you.
Yes.
Keep up the amazing work.
Thank you.
We'll be
thank
right
you.
back. Thanks for sync.
Thank you.
We're back. The final segment of our show, and I just wanted to wrap up any loose ends that we may have.
Right.
I love ya.
Thank you.
Oh,
Thank
it
you.
sounded like I'm telling you I love you. The song is Ya, Y-A. And you good people too, but I love Ya, Y-A. It's hype. I love how,
thank you.
like, I was listening to it on the way here, and I was like, oh, this is hype. I was like, yes. You have so many tracks, and I feel like you're a hidden treasure. And I feel like there's so much more in store for you. Like, you are going to rip it. I feel it.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
So as far as up and coming, do you feel like you're going to stick into the music realm? Is there any other, like, acting or any other art form, do you think?
To be honest, I don't know, but I'm open to that too. Like, I don't, because even in the videos, I still act.
Right.
So I don't know.
Right.
You never know, actually.
You never know. Don't close out any options or blessings or opportunities, right?
No.
So we talked about What's another one? That's
Colon.
another half of Colon.
Yes.
Yes. You know what? There's a rapper that I was looking at on IG. I think it's Billy Blue, and I guess somebody called him out and was like, "Oh, you can't rap in Creole," and he came and he started rapping in Creole and he was freestyling. I always think of the amazing talent that one must have to translate. And some people may think, "Oh, it's so easy, right? To just translate from one language to another, especially with freestyling."
Yeah.
But it takes some
the
some
language
work.
is especially when you're not used to it.
Right.
The lingo is different. You know.
Exactly. You have some idioms that don't quite translate the same. There's some words in Creole and French that they don't exist in English and vice versa. So it's like trying to convey that message.
You know, and to be honest with you, because before I used to only make music in Creole. Then I switched to French. Then I've now English. I think Mr. Jablo was actually my first single in English.
What? Wow.
It took me
you guys have to listen to Mr.
It took
Diallo.
me a lot to
Really?
start getting comfortable making songs in English.
It takes a lot of talent.
You know, yes. And a lot of times you want to say something, you're like, how should I put it out?
Yeah, it's not going to have the same effect. Yeah, there's a lot of words. Like, there's a lot of words or idioms, like I mentioned before, in English or in Creole. And if you were to say it in English, it would be like, wait, how does that make sense?
Yeah,
It doesn't make any sense. Yeah.
Exactly.
The beauty of our language. So what exactly is it that you want to leave, the legacy that you would like to leave behind with your artistry?
Honestly, like, that's why I keep saying that I'm a Haitian Afrobeat artist. And right now, I think there's not a lot of us doing that in the right way.
Yeah.
When I say the right way, marketing it the right way, putting ourselves out there the right way, like videos, taking it to next level professional, you know.
Yes.
That's what I'm saying.
Her videos
the
are
clean
very
way,
crisp,
you know, this is what I'm saying.
Oh,
and
professional.
I wanna, and unfortunately there's one of the artists that I had a song with too. His name was Nekte Tanana. He just passed this week.
Okay,
rest in peace to him. He was actually very dope, very a good artist. He was one of the few, you know.
Right.
And that's really what I want to be known for, you know. Donlex did that because if you look at the places or where I actually perform, I pick and choose the performances.
That's right.
And
Every
I only
money
do
isn't
it.
good money.
I pick and choose. I just don't perform anywhere just because I want to make sure the route that I'm taking can actually bring my music to the right place, to the next level.
Love it.
You know, like
yes.
actually today makes it like a year since I performed at the Olympia in Miami with Metal Gims. I don't know if you know Metal Gims. Daju's brother is a big French artist.
Okay.
So, you know, that was actually not my last performance. My last performance with Joey Delfile here in Miami again. I was supposed to perform with Daju this year in 2020, but I think it might be 2021 now. So this might be my next performance.
Nice.
But they're actually big stages, and I performed with Runtown in Haiti.
Nice.
So, you know, I actually really we pick and choose. My team.
Nice.
Yeah.
Blessings to you.
So that's.
Blessings to you, and thank you for blessing us here on Sex to Sync TV. You're always welcome. We usually have the, chair ready for whoever wants to come, and their family, like your family now. It's
thank you.
Inevitable.
Appreciate you guys.
Thank you so much for joining us again.
Thank you.
Chopping it up with us. It was at Donlex. You guys, feel free on every handle. It is DONLEX. Be sure to show him some love. Sex to Sync family. We are here at Express Hookah Lounge. Be sure to check them out in Hollywood, Florida. And more information about us can be found on Twitter and Instagram. Both of our handles are Sex to Sync TV. And on Instagram and Twitter, Sex to Sync TV. I'll repeat that one more time for you guys. www.sex2sync.tv. You can find us on the web. I am your host, B Longchamp. It's always a pleasure being on the show with you guys. You can find me at B Longchamp on Instagram. Till next time, enjoy yourself.